these people clearly aren't domestic terrorists, and they're using that as authority to expand their executive powers. You see the same thing with them breaking into homes without a warrant, without a judge's warrant, them doing it by themselves with the only executive. Like, this is shit you will see in Germany, right? So
okay, so you think that they're a terrorist organization, okay? Look, I mean, I can't tell you how to think, but what I can tell you is that I think Antifa is a way bigger threat than ICE or law enforcement. You literally have these crazy liberals on, cameras talking about we're going to go ahead and kill ICE agents and law enforcement, and we're going to do X, Y, Z. We're going to take our country back with guns and all this other stuff. I would argue they're the real terrorist organization, and it took Charlie Kirk getting shot in the neck to finally designate them as one. Rest in peace to him. So, I think you just got some guys enforcing the Immigration Nationality Act, which hasn't been done in a very long time, and that's why people are losing their minds.
Okay, I noticed you didn't disagree with anything I said. The difference between Antifa and ICE right now is that ICE is state sanctioned. So we have the president and the whole entire Republican Party pushing this organization forward. You don't see any Democratic lawmaker or congressman going ahead and supporting Antifa, so that's a completely ridiculous comparison. Yeah, actually, I'll let you.
Because they're the real, I use that comparison because they're the real terrorist organization, not ICE. See, here's the thing.
Do you understand there's a problem when we have the whole admin approving of the violence done against our American citizens, done against immigrants? We're sending them to torture prisons, like with the deal with El Salvador. All of that's completely unhumanitarian. That's not part of the INA. We don't have to send them to CCOT. And then we don't have to call American citizens domestic terrorists. These are just things.
Deporting them, number one, is a part of the INA. They're here illegally.
I said to CCOT, to a torture prison.
Yeah, so, regardless, we got to get them out of here. So that's, and where they end up after the fact is whatever, but we got to deport them out of here. So here's the thing, right? And your framing of the situation perfectly encapsulates the problem here. We haven't enforced immigration in so long where people are seeing ICE actually do what they're supposed to be doing, and they're losing their minds because we haven't enforced immigration in so long because it's been a political hot potato for so long. Progressives have always wanted to be away from it. They don't want to go ahead and deal with it. And then Republicans have been cucked by it as well. Donald Trump is the first president to actually go hard in immigration and do what's called interior immigration enforcement, not just turning people back away at the border. And of course, when you're going to have an immigration enforcement surge in major cities that are blue, that are sanctuary cities, that have been honoring detainers, have been honoring ICE in general, picking people up in their counties, you're going to have problems. I think given the fact that this is like an unprecedented immigration enforcement surge, it's not that bad. And these people that are getting shot, like Renee Good or Alex Pretty, whatever, these are individuals that are agitating and committing crimes during the course of their lawful process, as they claim to be. And you can't be doing that.
I'm noticing you're not responding to a single thing I said, but I will address the fact. I mean, you didn't. I don't know why you're looking so confused. I'm saying Donald Trump right now is calling these people domestic.
Because these are your subjective opinions that don't fucking matter.
It's not
like, I think that they're terrorists.
Yeah,
like,
Myron.
Nobody cares. Like,
Myron,
that's not what we're here to talk about.
Why is Donald Trump calling these people domestic
terrorists?
terrorists? Why is Donald Trump calling these people domestic terrorists? Why is Donald Trump and Kristi Noem calling these people domestic terrorists?
In regards to who specifically?
Alex Pretty, Renee Good.
Well, I wouldn't maybe go as far as calling them domestic terrorists.
But the admin does. And the Republican Party backs that up completely.
Okay,
you understand that,
fine.
right? That's not fine. Because that is the authority he uses to expand his executive powers. That's the authority he's using to send out the National Guard. He's making AI slop videos of arresting governors. He's saying that all these people are treasonous and they need to be hung.
Well, the Pokemon video was kind of funny. You got to admit that one. The Gotta Catch 'Em All one was kind of funny. But do I agree with everything that this administration does? No. I am actually extremely critical of Trump and Kristi Noem. I think Kristi Noem is a dumb bimbo. But the reality is maybe calling them domestic terrorists, I don't agree with that. But Alex Pretty, he was doing some dumb shit armed while resisting law enforcement, not intelligent, and he had been in a scuffle with them a couple weeks prior. Renee Good also committing a felony when she was shot. Like, there's got to be some accountability on these individuals where they're impeding officers while using deadly weapons, a vehicle, or being armed.
So once again, I asked you why Donald Trump is calling these people domestic terrorists, not if you agree with it or disagree with it.
How about you ask Donald Trump why he's calling them domestic terrorists? I just told you that I don't think that they're domestic terrorists.
What is his state of mind for the people in the Trump admin and the ICE administration call these people domestic terrorists? You're unable to answer the question. It's obvious. No, this isn't Trump derangement system.
I just told you, I don't agree with calling them domestic terrorists.
I didn't ask if you agree or not. He's manufacturing a problem to expand his executive powers. That's the problem I have with Donald Trump and ICE in general.
Okay.
Do you disagree with that?
You said expanding the powers?
He's setting a precedent, saying these people are domestic terrorists. He's manufacturing a problem, and he's doing that as the basis to go ahead and do all these large ICE raids, to send out the National Guard, to go ahead and be able to kill civilians and be completely backed up by the administration. Do you disagree with that?
Number one, he labeled Antifa as an actual terrorist organization.
Non-answer.
Alex Preddy, Renee, good. These are different situations.
Non-answer.
Okay, next. Just go.
Alright, cool.
This guy is like insufferable, man.
Yo, Martin Gaines.
Like, you asked Donald Trump why he calls him a domestic terrorist. I told you already that I don't agree with that, but you just want to keep harping on that. Yes, but Antifa is a domestic terrorist organization. What's up?
How you feel about the ICE office opening downtown Columbia? Do you agree with it or?
An ICE office opening here in downtown Columbia?
Yes, sir.
I'm not familiar with it. I'm not aware of it, but, I guess whatever.
I'll just ask him. But this is a random question. How do you feel about New York itself, like the drill community?
What?
Like the rappers? The drill community? Drill rappers?
Problematic. It's bad music.
If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to create clips like these fast, try Opus Clips. It's smart, simple, and built for creators.